Now, the Alliance for a Green Revolution in Africa, AGRA, is calling for urgent actions to help stem the impacts of climate change, warning the phenomenon is reducing crop yields and creating severe food insecurity situations on the continent. Anthony Ngozi, who is acting West Africa regional head of AGRA, observes since the turn of the century, there's been a 30% increase in the frequency and duration of drought events. That's negatively impacting agriculture. World leaders are gathering in Glasgow for the 26th United Nations Climate Change Conference, where they are expected to make commitments to help stem the phenomenon. Mr. Ngozi wants higher temperatures are to be expected to decrease crop yields and increase pest and disease spread to new areas. He joins us via Zoom with more on this. Mr. Ngozi, we're grateful for your time here on the Pulse. So we know that Africa contributes about, 4% of total emissions that are responsible for climate change. But really, there are those who are still skeptics. How is climate change negatively impacting the lives of Africans, you would say?
Good afternoon, Aisha, and thank you very much for having me on the program. Yes, indeed, climate change is affecting African lives negatively and significantly. We have been witnessing more extreme weather patterns recently. We saw in Mozambique, Zimbabwe, and Malawi, where we witnessed the most devastating tropical cyclone in 2019 that displaced about 2.6 million people and left over 1,000 people dead. And recently, even here in Ghana, just last month, we saw in northern region, northeast and upper west regions, there were severe floods that damaged bridges, that damaged roads, and left, the district, difficult to access. And NADMO reported that 700 farms were damaged during those floods. So we're really seeing a lot of that impacting African lives. On health-wise, we are also seeing that there is a very big impact on the disease burden. We have seen that 93% of the deaths, global deaths in malaria, are in Africa. And rainfall, after very heavy rainfall, that's where we witness most of the malaria epidemics. So that is really affecting a lot. And in terms of food security, we have also seen that there's been an increase in the drought-prone areas. The increase of the people that are undernourished has been increasing substantially by about 46% since 2012. And climate change could pull that number to maybe another 100 million more people becoming extremely poor by the end of 2029.
Well, you've been talking about the impact. Well, just recently, 3 days ago or so, here in Ghana, we've just seen the tidal wave situation in the Ketu South municipality. We've been talking about it. It dominated news discussions all through. But there are those who still think, like I'm saying, that climate change is far away from us, the impact we cannot feel. But let's narrow it down specifically to smallholder farmers. What would you say will be the impact on them directly?
Yes, Aisha, smallholder farmers are very reliant on very steady rainfall pattern and good rain. And now with higher temperatures, we can expect more disease outbreaks, and we can expect that there's going to be a drop in the productivity of most farmers. We are seeing that with a drop in crop yields expected in West Africa of about 3%, that is also going to affect the availability of animal feed. So that will make life very difficult for farmers to even feed their livestock. And already, when we talk about post-harvest losses, we see that when the temperature rises, it's going to destroy even more perishable goods quickly.
Well, then it brings me to the issue about what we can all do to, mitigate the impact of climate change, especially on these smallholder farmers, knowing that it would lead to severe food insecurity?
Yes, there is quite a lot that can be done. And here at AGRA, we've, for example, been promoting disease-resistant varieties, seed varieties that can help, the farmers in terms of climate change. There's also varieties that are drought, drought resistant, disease tolerant. And, we've been also trying to promote insurance to help them cope in times of need. And then we've also been working with the government to, build their capacity in monitoring food availability around the country here in Ghana. Recently, I think 2 years ago, we partnered with forestry to replant about 160,000 trees in Ghana. So
Okay.
those are some of the things that we can do.
And many thanks for your company, and we'll continue to do our part as individuals to ensure that we can mitigate the impact of climate change. This is the poll.